In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to fix your video lag while using OBS, either for live streaming or recording content for good. Okay, so basically I'm gonna show you how to detect it and know exactly where it's coming from. This is because I've been getting some questions on my videos, people asking me, oh, my video is lagging, how do I solve it? And sometimes I just don't know the answer because I can't see your setup, right? I'm gonna show you actually how to troubleshoot yourself, how to take a look at the stats. That's gonna be the keyword. I'm gonna show you where to find the stats in OBS and how to read and understand them, and obviously how to tweak the settings. But mostly, if you need to change the hardware depending on the quality or the type of video they want to record or the type of stream they want to do, I'm gonna show you all of that. By the end of this video, you should never have any lag problem, or let's say it happens, but you will know how to solve it yourself. So let's not take much time, let's get into it. What is going on, guys? My name is Samuel Shingara, production tips and tools helping you master live streaming. So right now I am recording on OBS, as you can see, and my video is actually lagging, right? So if I do this, it's actually not bad, but sometimes it actually does lag. Okay, and I'm gonna show you what's happening, basically why it's lagging, the recording that's being recorded in OBS. So basically, before we go too far, okay, the key really is to look at a few things, okay, and to find out, to see those things in OBS. Basically, they're called statistics, right? So it's like the health of your live stream or the health of your recording, in OBS. Okay, so basically you can go to view and then go to stats, and just gonna give you this kind of like overview of what's happening in your OBS setup. Okay, another way is, if you want to have it permanently while you're actually live streaming or recording content, you can actually have it right here as a doc. So this is what I did. So basically you go to docs and then you enable stats, right? So right now, if I disable it, it's gone, but you can go back to it and then enable it, and then you can move it, put it anywhere you want to read. It doesn't have to be where I put it. So let's say if I wanted, I could actually put it here, right? So it will sit here, or for me, I feel like this is a nice spot. Okay, so just put it here. Once you're done, usually if you want, you can go to docs and then click lock. So it's gonna locate, it's gonna stay there. Now while you stream or record content, this can actually stay here and you can take a look at it. If something happens in your frames or something is going on, you'll be able to see it. So now I'm gonna show you things to look at, and I'll try to explain actually what's happening. The first thing you obviously need to look at is your CPU. Okay, your CPU usage. So your CPU usage, even without having to look at the stats, usually OBS is gonna show it to you here in the corner. And as you can see, mine is at 2%. Usually this is like, my CPU is really good. So if you have a CPU usage that's above 50%, I would say you start getting uncomfortable, right? So anything below 50%, I think you're fine. My computers that I use, usually I have like a CPU around, this one is always below 5%, but I have my Mac minis that usually will go around 10%, 12% max. But I have tested some small PC, mini PCs that will actually, when I start live streaming, the CPU will go around 60%, and it will jump to 80%. So those usually not good. You don't want your CPU usage going beyond 50%. I would say like 30%, even below, would be even better, really. So because again, you have other things that may be running, other tabs that may be running, so you don't want to be having your CPU going all over the place. So usually CPU, we want to have it as low as possible. That's your computer processing unit. And then the next thing you need to look at, right now I'm recording in 4K 60 frames per second, and as you can see, it's showing my FPS, which is 60 frames per second. Now you want to keep it that way. You don't want to see frames dropping from like 60 to 40 and 30 and then 20 and then coming back at 60. Or if you're recording in 30 or you're live streaming in 30, most people will do 30 frames per second. Usually, if you're not gaming or you're not doing sports, you don't want it to be dropping to like 17, 20, 15, 10, right? Where it start becoming red. So this number right here, you want it to be stable. Usually should not change. Now, the next metric or the next parameter we're gonna look at is basically for disk space available. This is just your storage, so usually you should have enough storage for recording. If you're recording and say this one will say disk full in, it will say how many hours you have left. Obviously you want to make sure you have enough, so that's not gonna be something we're gonna be discussing. The most important thing again here is gonna be frames missed due to rendering lag. This is very, very important. Now, as you can see, mine is at 0%. Okay, so now what's rendering? So right now I have my microphone, I have my camera. Sometimes you may have graphics, you have text, a lot of things going on in a frame in OBS. So what OBS is doing, or your GPU or your graphics card, is taking everything, put them together and making frames, right? A video is made of frames, right? So it's like many pictures. So if you're doing 30 frames per second, that means OBS is making, or your graphics card is creating 30 frames every 1 second. If you're doing 60 frames per second, that's even more work. That means your GPU or your graphics card is creating 60 frames like every single second, right? So that's like the rendering, putting everything together and just making one video. Now, the next phase, so usually you don't want it to be, if you start getting red, that's not good, or even in the yellow, okay? You want to make sure it stays in the white. Now, the next one, as you can see, I'm having issues. It's this one that says skipped frames due to encoding lag. Okay, so encoding, the encoding process is once you have the video made, all the frames made that you need, so 60 frames every second or 30 frames every second, everything is good. Now the computer is going to encode into an actual video format. So it could be in MOV format, MP4 format, or something like watchable or playable. If you're recording, once you're done, recording, you can just click on it, or MKV, whatever format that you have chosen, that with the bit rate and everything. So that would be something that you can play or watch, right? Or upload to the web for like live streaming. So basically live streaming is like you uploading that video as you getting made, and then you upload it at the same time to the internet, and then YouTube or whatever platform, you just play it and live, basically, right? As you upload it, it gets played live. That's like live streaming. Anyways, so that's the encoding process. Now all of this is actually being done by your graphics card, right? Your GPU. Now as you can see, mine is actually having issues, right? So as you can see, it says 99.1% of frames are skipped due to encoding lag. Okay, so when you see something like this, usually you know that, oh, okay, this is where I'm having a problem. So it's your GPU, it's your graphics card is not keeping up. Now you can make adjustments in your settings, or you can actually get a better or more powerful GPU or graphics card. Right now, another thing is, if you're streaming, it's also gonna show you if you're skipping frames due to your internet. Usually it's gonna show up here under stream. So right now it's inactive, but you see where it says dropped frames due to network. So it will tell you if this is 0%, that's good, you don't have any network issues. But if you have start getting 2%, 4%, 10%, that means you're having issues with your network. So again, you have to pay attention to that as well. So at least, hopefully, I'm giving you an idea of how this thing work. Okay, so now what would you do if right in my case right now, what I'm gonna do is since I'm recording in 60 frames per second, I'm gonna stop the recording, and then I'm going to change my settings. So I'm gonna go back to settings, and then I'm gonna go to output, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to recording. So right now I can't change because it's still stopping, so just give it a moment. But what we need to do now, we are going to change to 30 frames per second instead of 60 frames per second. So I can go first to the camera and see maybe if I give it fewer frames, if it's gonna actually help. So we're gonna change the camera, still in 4K, but we're gonna put in 30 frames per second, and everything else, leave it the way it is. And then what I'm gonna do is go back to settings again, go to video, and I'm gonna change to 30 frames per second, and then hit apply and hit OK. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the recording again and see if we have any lag. If you don't have any lag, again, you look at the stat, you can even reset the stats, and then restart again, see if you're having an issue. So as you can see, there is no, so far there's nothing red. Everything is actually showing in at 0%. Skipped frames to encoding 0%, rendering lag 0%. Everything's recording as supposed to be. So guys, this is to show you that if you understand how everything is happening, you can actually easily solve it. Right now, if we're having, let's say we're still having issues and it's probably 30 frames per second is not working in 4K, then you know you probably have a computer that cannot handle 4K. You can now maybe lower to 1080, or you know, something in between. Maybe instead of 4K you can do 2K maybe, and see if it works. Right, you can also go back to settings and then you can make adjustments. So if I go to output, recording, you can make adjustments, things like tuning, low latency. Here you can actually go to let's say if I go to high quality, this may increase the work that the graphics card has to do, because the quality has to be better. You know, the tuning part here, preset, you know, these are things that you can play with. If I say slower, better quality, that may impact again the recording. Here I chose constant QP for my encoding settings. Now if I change this to 18 instead of 16, it's gonna give me like a lower quality file, but it may improve my settings and make my computer kind of, you know, have less stress on it. So again, you can play with these things depending on the problem that you have and solve the issue. As you can see, I just adjusted my settings and I increased the quality a little bit, and as you can see now, it's starting to actually struggle again. Right, so now you can see I'm in the yellow. Still not bad, right? But if I had like maybe graphics and other stuff on the screen, or if I move, right, usually it's when you move, you have a lot of movement. Like sometimes the computer, you can see there's a little bit of lag. Right, see, look at that, look at that, look at that. Right, why? Because there's a lot of motion going on. You can see that it's now in the red. Right, why? Just simply because of a few things that I just adjusted here, which impacted the actual encoding. Right, so now what I can do, I can go back here and then I can change the tuning. Instead of being to high quality, we can choose to have it to low latency, hit apply, hit OK, and as you can see, it's going to improve. Let's give it a minute, or you can just hit reset and see what happens. Okay, again guys, everything's about playing with it, see what works with your actual, you know, settings. As you can see, I got this message that my encoder is actually overloaded already. So no matter what I do, what I just did, it still didn't work. So it's guys, this is how it works really. It's not complicated. It's just looking at you, what's going on. Again, let's go here. Let's try to make some adjustments here. Adjustment, low latency, good quality, 16 QP. Okay, at this point I've done everything I can. Don't want to keep changing. So what we can do now, let's see, under video we are 30 frames per second. So what we can do now, right, looking at what's happening right now, is we can try to maybe record at 2K or full HD and eventually see if you can get a better video. Okay, but everything guys, it's in your hands. You can just keep adjusting until you get it right, depending on your computer. So next step, I'm gonna lower everything back to full HD, 30 frames per second, and we're gonna see if you get a smooth video. Stop the recording, reset our stats, go back to settings, video. Now we're gonna change this to 1920 by 1080, 1920 by 1080, 30 frames per second, and then hit apply, and then output, we're gonna go recording. We can keep it at 16 or just put at 18, and it's gonna give us smaller files. And then preset, let's say slower, better quality, and tuning, let's say high quality. Everything else, leave it the way it is. Again, audio, always put at 320 just to on track 1 or audio bit rate, just to get the best quality. Okay, so right now we're gonna do another recording, and this one should be really good, because again, another thing, don't forget to go to your camera, also change your settings to 1920 by 1080. So I'm gonna change the camera here, change to 1920 by 1080, 30 frames per second, hit OK. And right now we should be able to actually have a 1080 recording that will look really smooth and good. Okay, again, this tells me that I need to check my graphics card, my GPU, if I want to be recording in 4K and actually be able to get really good recording or a live stream. If I want to live stream in 4K, I need to change my GPU, that's for sure, because the GPU, the graphics card that I have right now, cannot handle 4K 30, it cannot handle 4K 60 frames per second. It's just not gonna work, right? So right now, as you can see, I just solved the problem, right? Because I understand what I'm doing, I can troubleshoot. Right now, we can see that I have a smooth recording. Okay, so you can see that everything is good even when I move. Again, I can also add some graphics and other stuff. Again, I use this computer all the time, so I know that it's gonna work in full HD. And I've struggled before trying to record in 4K, so I really knew, guys. But I wanted to show you guys that, you know, in case you go through the same problems, you know where to look, how to adjust your settings, and if you need to replace or upgrade a part in your computer, you will actually know what to do. So make sure all the time when you live streaming, make sure this part, these stats actually are on in front of you when you live streaming or recording content, because if there's a problem for some reasons, right, there's a problem, you're gonna see it, it's gonna start flashing red, and you're gonna be able to know what's going on and actually get to fix it, either you live or recording content. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, guys, let me know down below. But the next thing from here, obviously, if you're not recording, we're gonna be live streaming. And if this is your first time and you want to know how to live stream using OBS to a platform like YouTube, I have another video that I recorded showing you step by step how to live stream using OBS to YouTube, and I'm gonna link the video right here, so make sure you check it out, guys, and I will see you there. Take care.